What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are up here at Lenox trying to see if we can score those Jordan 12 taxis that came out today. As you can see, we're at the Lenox Mall right here in front of Macy's. We're gonna go in and see if they got them. So let's get into it. All right, as you can see, we're at the Nike. So we're gonna go inside and see if they got them. So you see the boxes of Jordan 12s just sitting on the rack right here. Alright, so as you can see, this is a voiceover because it was so loud. But yeah, so they had a full size run of the Jordan 12 taxis. As you can see, they had a pretty good amount of shoes in the store. They actually had all of the 12s on the rack right when you walk in, so they kind of make the transactions a lot easier for people coming in. And basically they were just asking people to form a line. They had a line and security and stuff like that, kind of like directing traffic, and having people already have their Nike apps and stuff open, so when they get to the counter they can just place their order and stuff like that. The transaction went extremely smooth. I think the entire process took 3 minutes, if that. It was just very, very smooth. There's another shot of the full run they had, and the men's and the grade school and preschool, and then the toddlers. So I'm really excited I was able to get in and get these, because I went to Perimeter Mall this morning, and Perimeter Mall doesn't open until 11 o'clock on the weekends. So we just went down to Lenox instead, so they were already open at 10. So my package is secured. I was really, really excited. And as you can see on Feet Gang today, I'm actually wearing my Jordan 12 in the court purple. So if the 12s came out today, you gotta rock the 12s. And as you can see, I'm showing my newly cemented pair. So I was taking them out of the box to look at the finished product and kind of show it. Right here, I'm taking out both shoes so I can compare them and look at the quality and stuff that they make sure I don't have one messed up shoe and one good shoe. Just giving them a quick visual inspection before I put them back in the box and stuff like that, just to kind of make sure like the pair that I got are actually like really good, and me not having to like go and like ask for a different pair and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I was just really excited to be able to go into Lenox and get them without any problems. So you can see right here the outside of Lenox going into the mall. That transaction went extremely smooth. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy. And it wasn't a lot of people in there. They had all the shoes up there in the front. So if you came in there just to get the 12s, then you didn't have to wait in line or like look for them and stuff like that. So it worked out very, very well, very quickly. And the crazy thing about it is I went to Perimeter Mall first, and Perimeter Mall doesn't open until 11 o'clock today. So I figured I'd just come on down to Lenox because Lenox was open now, and I was able to go in and get them, and like it just worked out great. Like seamless, no kind of wait, no kind of like craziness, no chaos, nothing like that. Like they had it really organized really well and stuff like that. So alrighty, so that is the quest that was fulfilled and executed to perfection. So went down to Lenox this morning and got my pair from Nike Lenox without any problems. So as you can see, got the box right here. Take a look at them. That's the paper there. Show the goods there, show them off. This is the up close view of the Jordan 12 taxi. As you can see, the majority of the shoe is mostly leather mudguard. That classic gives off the vibe of like lizard skin with the bumps and stuff, and it's black. And then you got the remainder of the shoe that's upper and it's leather as well, that real good tumbled leather. And the design of the shoe is supposed to mimic a Japanese rising sun, so the lines giving off rays of sunlight. So that's how it's supposed. That's why it looks like that, like a rising sun. And the midsole is black, and the bottom of the midsole, this is white. It's like a white rubber painted, and the bottom of the shoe is black. And the reason why they call it taxi is because there's small hits of Texacar yellow. So as you can see right there, the bottom of the shoe is yellow. There's a yellow 2-3 right there, and then the Jumpman is in this taxi yellow as well. And that's the top of the shoe there. As you can see, There's a Jumpman there on the tongue. Pretty good tumbled leather there. And then it says 2-3 on the tongue there, TWO, and then a 3 right there. And this is the medial side. As you can see, it's a smaller black mudguard on the medial side. The same stitching on it, like again to mimic the rising sun. And then the back of the shoe, that's 23, and then Jordan, and it says, you know, wildly inspired by the greatest player ever, as you can see right there. Another thing is the eyelets right here are gold. On previous releases, that was actually like metal, but now they're just clearly plastic, just been painted gold. In the inside, you have a red Jumpman on a black insole. So, yeah, they definitely kind of giving us the same like slopey banana shape as we've been getting in a lot of the 12s recently, but that's okay. Like once you've loosened it up some, like that shape kind of does go away. And they're not so tightly factory laced. Kind of like loosen them up some because they, you know, the factory lace was so tight. It doesn't look so bad, as you can see. So I definitely think that it's always good to have OGs on deck, just because I feel like any shoe that Michael Jordan actually played in, when they released those, I feel like those are like the ones you definitely have to have. So I was really surprised that I was actually able to get my hand on them, because I feel like so many people feel like that. Like, you know, if it's an OG, this is definitely an OG colorway. Definitely feel like it gets a lot more hype surrounding it and stuff like that. So I really feel like I was really surprised that I was able to get my hands on them. I thought the line was going to be wrapped around the door when I got there, but like I said, it was a very smooth transaction. They had, you know, security in there kind of controlling the lines and stuff. There was no line when I actually walked in. I actually saw with the footage. I walked right up and went and made my purchase. I'm definitely so excited that I got mine. This is my pair. It's actually my personal pair. It says size 12 there, so these are actually mine. And you know, just thinking about this shoe when it came out, the first thing that always comes to mind, I always think of that episode of Martin that came out in the 90s, when I think it was like a Christmas episode or whatever, and Martin got the brand new taxis. And he ended up giving them to a kid, the shoes directly off his feet, and they were the Taxi 12s. So I just always remember that. Like, this just one of those things that kind of just always spoke to me as a kid growing up in the 90s. Like, you know, you saw these on two people. You saw them on Mike himself, or you saw them on Martin Lawrence on his TV show. So it's just always just made such an impact on me, because they were just so cool. And you know, when they came out, I just had to get them, just because I felt like they were just, you know, another piece of nostalgia, piece of like my childhood growing up, just to be able to say that I actually got a pair of the Taxis. I was able to pull off the dub today, so I'm really happy about this. So there you go, Taxi 12s, release date Saturday. Here's both shoes, as you can see right here. The bottoms, like I said, with all that Taxi yellow on them and stuff like that, and then the Jumpman, the red Jumpman there. 2-3 on the back. That's both shoes, and the back of both shoes, as you can see. But yeah, I'll definitely give these a rating. Rating out of 10, I think I'm giving them I'll say a 9. I'm giving them a 9, maybe a 9.5. And the only reason I think I'm dinging a half a point is because of the shape. That's the only reason I'm thinking I'm not giving them a perfect 10, just because of the shape, just because of that slopey banana type of shape there. So I think that's the only so yeah, so I'll say the slope, banana shape, and then the fact that the eyelets are metal, they're plastic. So that'll be the only two reasons. So I'll give them a 9 out of my only 2 knocks. So yes, Taxi 12s, release day Saturday. Comment below if you went after these. Comment below if you are passing. I know I've heard a lot of people say that they're passing. I've been reading the comments. I've heard a lot of people say that they're passing because they're choosing to go after the Chicago Jordan 1 lows, which in my personal opinion, I understand. I totally understand 100%. Anytime a Chicago Jordan 1 comes out, whether or not it's a high, a low, I feel like, you know, people just kind of just gravitate towards that. So I totally understand. And I think that is the next release. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Jordan 1 Low Chicago. So I really am excited about those. So comment below if you went after these. Comment below if you were able to secure your pair. Comment below if you're passing, just not interested at all. Comment below if, you know, just whatever your thoughts are about the Jordan 12s, the Taxis. There you go. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day.